What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Love Island Season 7, Episode 13. Y'all, this episode was a roller coaster. We finally got the Huda crash out. America, we did our shit. We did our shit because this wouldn't happen had Huda had Jeremiah and I got taken away from Huda. We never would have gotten this one. So I want to think that I was the 1% that made this happen. Episode was like a big roller coaster. Huda, bitch, girl, you need help. You seriously need some help, honey. I'm kind of concerned at this point because Huda, I'm about to read the fuck out of you throughout this review. So, disclaimer: any Huda fans, if you get disrespectful, you will be blocked. So, if you're a Huda fan and you can't take this critique, get the fuck out of here. But before I get into that, remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. We're slowly getting there with this engagement for my Love Island videos. Again, I'm going to be here all season long. The season is so good. I never doubted it for a second. I knew I always had some hope. But I still need some new people in this house. I still need some new bombshells gonna do their shit and not give a fuck. Because honestly, the bombshells they brought in, they really ain't doing much. They ain't bringing any drama, really. Well, intentionally, they ain't bringing in drama intentionally. But enough of all that, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking recap. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this recap. So I got my handy dandy notes on the screen. Oh, there we go. So the episode starts off with, you know how it ended. Charlie had to leave. Bye. We finally got a Trumpy up. We got two Trumpies out of there. Elisa's left. Well, she got kicked out. Charlie's gone. Austin, you next. You're next. So Charlie has to leave. Hannah is still crying so hysterically. It's not fair. Girl, shut the fuck up. Because, bitch, not even. We're going to get into that. Yeah, Hannah, this bitch was just crying like crazy. Like, girl, you did not want Charlie like that. And the reason why is because you literally, and I can't stress this enough, 2-3 episodes ago, you literally sat in the room with the girls talking about somehow you were ready for more men to come in here because you wanted to do this, and that. You got men come in here. You went and did what you did with Pepe. America saw that. And y'all stupid ass people, I don't know why the fuck y'all put Pepe with Hannah any freaking way, because I didn't see no spark there at all. But the people out there, apparently they love Hannah for some goddamn reason. And they put you with Pepe. Now, then, too little too late, because then you telling Charlie, actually, I really want you. I'm not going to kiss anybody else, just for him to go home. And I already knew this wasn't genuine. I knew that Hannah was going to forget Charlie and everything. But before he leaves, you know, he has to say goodbye and everything like that. So him and Hannah, they're talking about a fire pit, and the way he was talking, maybe that was just me. The way he was talking to her, it's kind of like he was her dad, telling some, "You're such a good girl. You're such a strong girl." Okay. And then he says, you know, if you leave this villa and you don't, I don't know how to do a UK accent. He just said, when you leave this villa and you're single, you know, let's come down to London. We can have a cup of tea or something like that. She ain't gonna do that because she don't want Charlie. She don't want Charlie. She don't. And Hannah, I don't know what her political views are, but honey, if you're a Trump supporter too, and then you and Charlie will be perfect together. But as of right now, Hannah, she don't want no Charlie. She don't want Charlie in the chocolate factory. She don't want that. But yeah, so it gets over. So after Charlie and Hannah talk, we jump over to the guys. They're talking to Austin, and they asked him why he picked Taylor. And then Austin is like, he's so distraught because Charlie has to go home. But then he was like, how it was hard for him, and he knew that Jeremiah and Huda had a strong connection, really great connection, so he didn't want to vote Huda out the house. And then who was that? I think Nick. He says that like, why were you so close to voting out your best friend? Charlie is his best friend. Like, when was Taylor and at least we don't see it. When has Austin and Taylor really like talk? I think the only time we see them talk is when they're around the group of guys. But Taylor, the way Nick be hanging out with Taylor and how Nick be hanging out with Ace, Austin and Charlie be hanging out. So he has a more connection to Charlie than he has with Ace. I mean, that he has with Taylor. So Nick, what are you talking about? So then Nick turns his attention to what, I don't know who he's talking about. I think he's talking to either Jeremiah or he's talking to Austin. He says that Charlie and Hannah has gone through so many obstacles, and then oh yeah, he's talking to Jeremiah because he brings up the pancake situation, and then Jeremiah says, "Well, it's not my fault that Huda doesn't want to pull you guys for chats." He's not wrong, but if I remember distinctly, on the first episode, like he literally was hounding her, worried that she went and kissed somebody else. And she was like, "I promise you I didn't do it. I didn't do it." So in a way, Jeremiah's not wrong. But then in a way, it's like you're like so focused on her, it kind of is your fault, because if she was to go and talk to somebody else, I'm pretty sure you would have a fucking panic attack too. It's just that he's just not as bearing on that like Huda is. But I'm pretty sure if Huda says that she's willing, open to exploring somebody else, Jeremiah would have a problem with it. I guarantee you. But Nick says that oh yeah, so then oh yeah, sorry, I went there. Oh, I noticed that Nick, this whole entire time, I don't know what's on Nick's lip. I don't know if that's a cold sore or a herpes scar. I want to hope not. I don't know what that is on Nick's lip. Like literally last week you had a pimple right there. Now you got a cold sore on your lip. Nick, what is going on, bro? But that's literally all I kept staring at. I was like, ugh. But Jeremiah's talking to Nick. He says, "Why are you telling me how to date?" And Nick says, "Well, why is Sierra, like, why is she putting hickeys on you? Like, why is she doing all that? Like, marking her territory, like she and making women not want to come and talk to you." And in a sense, he's right, because literally when Iris said, like, I think the last like 2 episodes ago, she said she literally got the ick from Jeremiah because she saw those hickeys on his neck, and she said she wasn't down with that because that's like marking your territory. That's very high school, and I'm not with all that. So in a way, Nick is right. As much as I can't stand him, he is right. Then Ace says that's crazy. Now, meanwhile, this whole entire time, like the girls are like right behind them, like literally right behind them, like. And that's what kills me. Like when they be having conversations, they all be so close to each other, but they be acting like they don't be hearing these conversations. That's what blows me when I watch Love Island. But yeah, the girls are literally right there, and then they're telling her to like cover your ears, cover your ears. Like, girl, what the fuck covering her ears gonna do? Just walk away, so she can't hear. But anyway, so Ace finally, Ace finally tells Jeremiah how he's been feeling about him in his relationship with Huda, because Ace has been saying this since day one, and I'm like, he's saying this to everybody, but he's not saying it to Jeremiah. And I said, I wonder if Jeremiah's gonna find out when he watches the show back. But nope, Ace made it. Ace said how he feels. Ace says, Jeremiah, I feel like you're a scammer because you're trying to be closed off on day one and giving her all this hope that y'all gonna be together and this and that. Jeremiah says, well, that's the point of Love Island, is to find someone you like. The point of Love Island is to find somebody you like, but this obsessive toxicity, that I know they want the ratings, but in hindsight, when we think about it, because like I always say, like, look at Serena and Cordell, and at some point look at I don't want to use them as an example, but shit, I forgot the season 1 winners, because I remember like they were really heavy, they were really really strong since day one. I forgot the season 1 winners because I remember watching it back when Love Island was still on CBS, and they were really 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 strong, and that stayed that way throughout the whole time, that it kind of made them boring. Like I just remember they being really really boring. And so like, yeah, that's the point, to find somebody you like. But what y'all are doing, that shit is toxic and everything like that, and I think everybody sees that. But then let me see. Oh yeah, and then Nick also brings up how Jeremiah, you literally are not open to explore and talk to somebody. He said he brought up how when Sierra came in on day 2, I think that's when Sierra came in day 2, and then like the next day when Sierra was trying to like explore him, because mind you, Sierra's new, she was a bombshell, which that's what she's supposed to do. You literally swerved her when she tried to talk to you because you were so focused on Huda. And this was earlier. It's still early, but this was earlier. This was day 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Then they say, we all see it. And then they said, obviously America sees it. Jeremiah says he doesn't give a fuck about how America feels about him and Huda's relationship. And then Jeremiah says, if I'm bullshitting, then stay on that side. Ace said, I've been on that side since day 1. And he said, okay. He said, okay. Which Ace ain't lying, though. He has been on that since day 1. Like literally, Ace has been like calling bullshit on this relationship since episode 1. And I'm still on his side. Like, I know people are gonna be like, why he's so obsessed with Jeremiah and Huda's relationship. I just feel like Ace is one of those guys, when he sees bullshit, he just can't keep his mouth shut. Like, I was one of the people that says, like, dude, like, you're a little bit obsessed. But even though he's a little bit obsessed, what he's saying is not wrong. Like, he has not said any lies at all. And like I said, I don't care for Ace, but when he's right, he's right. And I'm gonna give him his tens when he's right. So, and then Jeremiah jumps into his confessional saying how his brotherhood is gone, and he's done lost all his friends. He lost all his friends. Dude, grow the fuck up. So anyway, Huda says that oh yeah, so they, after we done with the segment with the guys, they jump over to Huda talking to the girls. Huda says that it's not her fault. It's not her and Jeremiah's fault that they're closed off. She said this is what God wanted. She said this is what God wanted. God. I don't think God wants toxicity. This is not what God wanted. This is what Lucifer wanted. I think you just got it mixed up. Then you got it mixed up, Huda, because I don't think God will want you to be with a man that, you know, and I don't think God wants Jeremiah to be with a woman, that, yeah. And then she says, does America hate me? Kinda. I don't, and let me just put that out there. I don't hate Huda. I don't, because I don't hate anybody unless they do some evil stuff. People that, because I watch a lot of reality TV, and I don't hate anybody. Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate Huda. I just don't like her, and that's okay. But yeah, like, and also I want to say, like, the hate that she's getting, like, when, like, people are, like, reaching out to her personal life, like, to me, like, I feel like that's so childish. Like, I don't take time out of my life, because I just review the show and I watch and enjoy what I'm seeing because I want to be entertained. But I don't take the time out of my life to go find somebody's like their family, their children, or anybody, and then, like, send hate their way. That's not me. Like, I don't think I can understand people not liking her because she is unlikable, but, like, the hate, that's, like, very, very sincere. Again, I don't hate Huda, just don't like her. But Alandra says, no, that was America probably taking Jeremiah away from you because they probably see something that she doesn't. Other way around. But you're on some to Alandra. She says, why are grown men judging a couple when we're happy? Are y'all really happy though? I don't think y'all are. Yeah, I don't think y'all are. And then Huda thinks that America doesn't think that she's good for Jeremiah. We don't. But anyway, so again, Charlie, like, it's taking him too long to get out this fucking villa. So Charlie is packing his things and he says goodbye, and we get, like, this, I guess you can say, cute moment between him and Austin. They're hugging, and Austin is, like, crying because he says he was my best friend, and I'm like, of course he is. Y'all the Trumpies of the house. Y'all like this. Y'all probably gonna book a trip to Trump Tower somewhere. I'm just saying, or go to a Trump rally or some shit. I don't know. And Hannah is still bawling her eyes out, like, girl. And I'm telling you, like, literally, when Charlie left that villa, them tears instantly went away. Yeah, so after, because Charlie finally says his last goodbye, because everybody is greeting him. He says his farewell. Who cares? And then and then they jump over to a scene of Hannah in bed crying with a picture of Charlie laying right next to her. Girl, the dramatics. I don't know who's more dramatic, her or Maya, or Huda, or shit, all three combined. I don't know. Plus, then we have Alandria, Iris, and Shelly are talking, and they're just basically talking about, like, the whole recoupling. Mainly just the recoupling with Jeremiah and Huda, because people don't give a fuck about the Pepe and Hannah, or the Alandria and Taylor. Well, it's not, like, as dramatic as the Huda and Jeremiah, because they've been like this since day one. And then they said they think America sees Jeremiah and Huda being too closed off, and they need them to test it. Wrong. We don't want to test it. Well, at least I don't. I didn't want to test it. I just wanted to get them away because I want to see her to crash out. I wanted to be entertained. Okay. It maybe some other people thought that way, but I think all of us are selective, wanted him away from her because we needed this crash out, and because we just tired of seeing their asses together. We tired of seeing the finger blasting and the arguing and the other stuff, basically. Alandra says that America is seeing something. We are. And she says now everyone is beefing. Somewhat true. So then we have Austin, and then Jeremiah is talking. And Jeremiah says he doesn't know why he's the bad guy when he didn't vote, because it's like they're trying to turn Charlie going home and trying to put the blame on Jeremiah. And I would say, like, it's not Jeremiah's fault. Like, he's not one of the people that voted to get Charlie gone. Like, the all the people that voted for Charlie was the girls. It was Sierra, it was Shelly, and it was Amaya. So if y'all have an issue, go take it up with them. But y'all don't want to do that. Yeah. So yeah. Then he says that he is surprised. He's not surprised that Nick voted for Huda, which is crazy that he doesn't surprise that Nick voted for Huda, because Huda told Nick, out of Jeremiah, Nick was the only guy that knew that Huda was a mom. So I don't know why he's not surprised that she voted, but that he voted for Huda. But he says that he's surprised about Nick's feeling, about how Nick feels about him and Huda's relationship overall. And then Austin says that Nick is an Ace follower. He ain't lying. I don't like Austin, but Austin has points. Austin has points. Like, even though I don't like somebody, when you have a point and when you right, I'm gonna give you your chance. And he ain't right. He ain't wrong. Nick is an Ace follower, and I don't understand why. Nick Ace is the let me say this. I might forget saying this later. Ace is the youngest guy in that house. Ace is 22 years the fuck old. And these other guys are 24 and up. Like, and first of all, Ace is the shortest guy in that house. Y'all talking to a 22-year-old, 5'7", 5'8" guy, and all of y'all are like 5'10", 6', 24, 25, 26, 27 years old, and y'all listening to a 22-year-old. Y'all following behind a 22-year-old. Why? I don't get it. And is it because, like, Ace just seems cool, or they just want to get some clout off of Ace? Because Ace, out of everybody, Ace has the most followers. He's well known. It got to be because y'all want to be tied to him, because y'all want some kind of clout or something. But it's making y'all look terrible that grown men are following behind. Well, Ace is a man, but 22 ain't really that grown, if we're gonna be honest, right? Take it from me when I was 22 years old. But y'all are 24, 25, 26-year-old grown man following behind a 22-year-old. Don't understand it. But anyway, so then we jump over. Speaking of Ace, we jump over to Ace. He's talking with the guys. I think he's talking with the guys. He's talking to Pepe, Jalen, and Taylor. He says that Jeremiah is scamming. He says, him being so sure of Huda being the one for him, and then being so closed off, and then not open to explore anybody, trying to say that nobody that comes in here is his type, and all this and that. He says he ain't believing it. He ain't wrong. Again, Ace, when he right, he right. He says that Jeremiah has an agenda, and that he doesn't. He has an agenda and this love bomb and everything. And he said he doesn't want somebody to go home who's actually here to explore and find love, and not want to love bomb people, aka Charlie, basically. So then we get so then they're jumping back and forth. So we have Austin there because A6 explained this to the guys. Meanwhile, Jeremiah and Austin are sitting like on the other side and seeing Ace from a distance. Austin says he says, why is Ace so emotional and standing? Like, I don't even do that. That's the point, Austin. You don't do anything. And Austin says, it's fuck the rest of the guys. I'm like, damn, Austin. But Austin, the thing is, you say this so much when you're talking to somebody. This is why Austin was mad that Charlie left, because Austin doesn't vent like his feelings. I don't think he ever really vented his feelings to any other guys but Charlie, because every time something between him, Shelly, and Ace, who was the first person he would talk to? Charlie. Now he's like trying to find somebody else, because he can't complain about Ace to Nick or Taylor, because they're gonna run back and tell tell Ace everything he said. So he sees that, okay, it kind of looks like Jeremiah and Ace are kind of like at odds. So let me have Jeremiah as my new Charlie, so I can just vent my problems to him. That's why. That's why. So then we have Hannah. She pulls Pepe for a talk. She apologized about, how the way they got coupled and everything, because you can tell, like, the minute that Hannah got coupled with Pepe and then Charlie went home, like, you can just tell Pepe's like, damn, like, do I even have a chance with her? You do. But anyways, so, and then Pepe says that he'll take things slow and not rush while Charlie is getting over. He'll take things slow and not rush while Hannah is getting over Charlie not being there. You want to take it slow now? Like, y'all literally, like, she literally was straddling you, like, riding on you. Like, y'all was damn near about to fuck. And you talking about taking things slow? Like, isn't it too little too late for that? Too little too late. But then I kind of understand. He's like, okay, well now Charlie is out of the house. Like, there's no way for her to go back to him. So she said, while she's getting over that, he'll take it slow with her. That's not gonna last. But anyways, so then Hannah says that she doesn't want Pepe to think that she is disappointed that they're a couple now because of how she reacted when Charlie left. And then she says, obviously, people saw that we have a spark. What people? Because it wasn't me. I ain't see that. But she says America, well, they are a couple. But she said America's people saw that we had a spark, so obviously, something is there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. And we're gonna get into it when we talk about that date, because I got some thoughts on that. But then we have Huda, because Ace is still over there venting to the guys. Huda pulls Ace for a talk, and I was like, oh shit, is she better go off on him? She didn't. She wants to know, is there anything they're not telling her? Because I think it was either Shelly or Landria. They told her, just talk to Nick and Ace and see why they voted for you. So that's why. But I really thought she was about to go off on him. I kind of wanted her to, no lie. So she says that, Ace says that he feels that Jeremiah is love bombing. And he also says that he's not the only one that sees it. Like, the rest of us see it, and obviously America sees it. True. Then it jumps over to a scene of Iris and Jeremiah. He doesn't know why America voted for him and Iris to be coupled up. And then Iris says she thinks America separated them because they've been fighting a lot. And he says, no, we only had that one fight, but we had like a good conversation and bounced back. One fight, Jeremiah? Are you crazy, dude? Like, y'all didn't have just one fight. Y'all had the big fight about the pancakes. Then y'all had the fight where you were mad, where the guys made you mad and she is trying to ask you something, and you were closing her off. Then y'all had the fight when she literally asked you if you wanted to explore, and then y'all had that little argument there. Then y'all had that little tiff where she said, would you share your location with her? I mean, the list can go on and on and on. It's day fucking 11 or 12, and y'all done had multiple fights. Like, y'all have a good moment, and then for some reason y'all end up fighting. And then y'all already had a fight because she said you wasn't doing enough for her. So what the fuck, dude? Like, y'all didn't just have not one fight and then y'all bounce back. That's not what we saw. Like, y'all are literally, like, every time, like, y'all have a really good moment, and then all of a sudden it's her talking to you some shit about that what she's insecure about, and then y'all start to arguing. So what are you talking about? But that's just you being very, very fucking delusional. But when he said that, I literally like threw something, because like, dude, I know you ain't just sitting here and said y'all just had one fight. Or maybe they edited it out, but the edit said that you said that. So that's that. So he says, and then so we jump back over to Ace and Huda talking. Ace says that it's a red flag that Huda allowed Jeremiah to get so close so fast. He also says that he doesn't know like what's like her past is, or what happened in her life, why she lets people in. Because Huda does give me that she said that she hasn't been in a relationship for 4 years, but I don't know if she's like casually dated. I'm not sure, because 4 years without being with somebody, that's a long fucking time, especially like, being an adult. But yeah, so, and then she just says like, yeah, Jeremiah says she didn't know how Huda let Jeremiah get so close so fast. Then she tells Ace, the reason I am what I am how I am is because I'm a mom. And Ace says, like, she really wanted him to be like, oh my god, you're a mom. Like, the way he reacted was kind of the way Sierra reacted when she told Sierra, when she said, Sierra, I'm a mom. She was like, congratulations. Like, girl, like, you act like you being a mother is like this big ass thing. It's not like you telling us that you were born a man, because that would be a key right there. But like, honey, you're a mother. And then this is what Ace says. He says that, I understand, because she's saying how it's hard to date when you're a young single mother. And Ace says he completely understands, because his mom was a young single mother, and he understands it's hard to date when you have kids at a young age. So he understands it. So like, Huda, what you're going through, like the things that you're going through, it's not uncommon. Like, I know, like I had friends when I was in high school and I was in college who were parents when they were 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. I wasn't no parent, because I wouldn't let nobody come around me. That's Yeah, but still, like, what you're it's like it's not you act like what you're going through is uncommon and no one's going through it. Like, you act like you being a mom is the reason why you can act the way you act, the reason why you are the way you are. It's like, honey, you think becoming a mother would make you have a mature mind, but you have a mind of a fucking 15-year-old. Like, that's the thing that blows my mind. Like, it blows my mind anybody when I watch these reality shows who are parents and they act like kids. That's what scares me. And you're acting like you're a high school girl. You're acting like you're in high school right now. The way you're acting, you're not acting like a mindset of being a mother. That's not how you're acting. So then Huda says that she, left her daughter to come here and find love, and but it's obvious that America doesn't see it that way. And then Ace says some real shit. He says America is probably took Jeremiah away from you. That's probably giving you a blessing and saying, Huda, this is not for you. Don't be so locked in. And he's right. Well, I can see it that way. It's like, you know what, if you are away from Jeremiah and you're able to find somebody, but I'm scared if she gets with somebody else, she gonna be the same way with them. Like, we still have ways to go. Okay, so they can literally, because literally, I just know the next bombshell, it has to be a woman. I want them to bring more men in this house, because please. But if they bring in another male bombshell in here and then she just acts the same way with them, it's like, what has she learned? Nothing, really. But anyway, so Jeremiah, he's I'm still talking to Iris. He says it was hard for him that the guys turned on him, and then he doesn't know if America hates him or Hutter or both. Both. But well, more so Hutter now. Yeah. So then Hutter says that she appreciates that Ace was honest with her. So then we jump over to Ace and Taylor talking, because they see that Alandria and Jalen, are off talking on the dock. Ace asks Taylor, if he well, first he says, do you see what happens when you don't put your foot forward and you don't try? You end up in these kind of situations. Talk your shit. Ace then asks Taylor if Taylor sees himself lasting with Alandria outside of this. Taylor lying, talking about he does. Like, dude, we know you and Alandria are not going to be together outside the show. Because apparently, because you don't you have a girlfriend back at home? Like, people keep saying that they don't know if that's true or not, but honey, everybody is saying that. So you have some girl at home waiting for you to get off this show. So stop lying in our faces. But then Taylor all of a sudden talking about something. He says, I really, really like Alandria, like these last couple of days. I just saw something. Like, the only reason why you did what you did those last couple of days, because a male bombshell came in here and said he was interested in her, and you see this nigga, you see that he's her type. So yeah, you felt a little intimidated. Like, you can miss me with that shit. I don't believe Taylor wants to be with Alandria at all. I just think he wants to make it into the end. He just wants to make it to the end. That's all he wants. Then we just jump over to Jayla and Alandria talk. And she says that she's glad that she is coupled up with Jalen, because it will test her and Taylor's relationship to see if Taylor is really serious about her. And then Taylor says, it will be hard to see Jalen and Alandria be together, seeing that, him and Alandria were coupled up since day one, and they've been living in the same bed. They've been staying in the same bed, and she has to be with somebody else. Go, Alandria, I'm happy for you. Fuck Taylor. So then it's bedtime. Huda is crying again, and she's in the makeup room crying to the girls, and she says, he didn't check up on me. It's like I like, this bitch, like, she's hyperventilating. Like, girl, calm down. Like, girl, I understand you can be upset, but honey, it ain't this serious, okay? It is not this serious for you to be hyperventilating about to pass out, okay? And then the girls are telling her, maybe America wanted this for you to find better. I guess. And then all of a sudden we jump to now Huda is in the shower. Now somebody else is in there. I don't know who was in there. I don't know if that was a girl or a guy. Huda is just in the shower, and she's just like talking so much shit. She telling some, oh my god, this guy is such a fucking liar, and he's such a fucking bitch. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Meanwhile, Jeremiah is in the hallway area, and he hears everything. So then she comes out, and he's trying to talk to her, and she said, I didn't lie to you. Like, I didn't lie to you. And this whole thing, like, what does she mean he lied? Because she was mad that he didn't check up on her, but now she's saying he's a liar. Like, I was just so confused of what she meant by Jeremiah is a liar. Like, that confused me this whole fucking time. And then, well, it's later on, but it's like, honey, in this moment, what did he lie about? Because I'm big on not liking liars. I hate when people lie like that. Okay, so I was just confused with what the fuck she was talking about. You could just said you were mad that he didn't check up on you, but then she was like calling like she. Let me tell you right now, Huda cried so much in this episode, and she kept using the word bitch so much in this episode that if we took a shot every time she did one of those two things, we'd be drunk as fuck. Okay, so yeah, so this is just one of the many times that she has cried, and one of the many times in the episode that she called Jeremiah a bitch, and there's more to come. So we jump in. It's the next morning. Well, going into the next morning. The new couples get a text. The bombshells who they're coupled up with, they get a text at 5 a.m. Y'all, like, don't wake me up at no 5 a.m. Don't do that, please. I need my sleep. Okay, if I don't get my sleep, I get angry as fuck. I get irritated as fuck. So I just can imagine what they were feeling, because who knows what time they went to bed, because who knows what time that recoupling ended. So then they find out it's a triple date. Jeremiah says that maybe America was looking out for him and getting away from Huda because of what just happened last night when she was calling him out his name and shit like that. So then, and the couples they're going on a boat date. It looked really fun. And so then while they're out, because everybody is still asleep, so Huda wakes up and she sees that Iris and Jeremiah is gone. So she got worried, but then she saw that Jalen and Landry are gone and Hannah and Pepe are gone. And then she goes over and she like taps on Taylor's head and she says, Taylor, I think the bombshells are on a date. She's sitting in Taylor's bed crying again and complaining again. Like, girl, like, oh my God, like she literally, like everybody is literally waking up. Like everybody in the room is waking up. And she literally says, guys, they went on a date. Like, this is like, they took our people out on a date. Like, oh my God. Like, you don't see Taylor complaining. You don't see who was Hannah with? Oh shit, Charlie's gone out the house. So damn, there's nobody complaining about Hannah. But hindsight, sweetheart, you don't see Taylor complaining. You doing all this complaining, like, honey, have you not watched Love Island? Okay, so anyways, so Taylor and Nick, which why are they laying in bed together? I noticed that because when they woke up, because Taylor was laying in bed with Sierra and Nick, then Sierra got up, and then him and Nick was just laying in bed together. Okay, so then we oh yeah, he says how Huda woke him up, and then Ace, and then they're just talking, and then Ace comes in there. He asks Nick and Taylor to help him plan a breakfast date with Shelly. I'm so sick of this Ace and Shelly thing. Like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so we jump over to the boat day. First of all, they're in the boat and they're like Fiji. Like, oh my, I want to go to Fiji so bad. The ocean looked beautiful. The scenery looked amazing. Like, it looked so beautiful. And then the island they went to was beautiful as hell. So then we get to because all three of them are doing different things. So Jeremiah and Iris, they're kayaking. Jalen and Alandria, we didn't see what they did just yet, but they're just walking on the beach holding hands. And then we see Pepe and Hannah. I think they're diving. I don't know if this is deep sea diving, but they're like they're diving basically. So then we jump back to the villa. And Ace, did I skip something? Nope. Jump back to the villa. Ace has planned this ping pong date called Ping Pong and Pancakes. So whoever like wins like gets the bite of a pancake. It was cute. I ain't gonna lie, it was cute. And Shelly says that she likes the date and that Ace is really growing to her. And I said, Shelly, sweetheart, the only reason why he did this is because Iris was not there. Iris wasn't there. He wasn't there. Yeah. Shelly, please. This is why, y'all, side note, this is why I need new men to come into that villa. I need new men. I need them to find somebody that's gonna say that they are here to get Shelly. I need a tall, fawn ass man to come get Shelly, because I don't want her with Austin and I don't want her with Ace. Like, this whole Ace and Shelly thing, like build up, annoying the hell out of me. Like, I'm tired of it. And again, yeah, what I said. Oh yeah, Ace is only doing all this shit because Iris wasn't there. So then we jump back to the boat day. Hannah and Pepe are talking. For the first time, they're actually talking about something that I did I write this down? Nah, I didn't write down what they were talking about, but I like that they were actually having conversation and not just tonguing each other down. And I didn't write down what they talked about, but I just wrote down here, I'm not seeing the spark between Hannah and Pepe. I'm not seeing it. Y'all really fucked up. Y'all should have put Pepe with Sierra. Should have. Because that's who I want to see. Sierra and Pepe. Okay, but anyway, so then we jump over to Jalen and Alondria. They go to this little area where they have a massage date. So Jalen is giving Alondria massage, and then later on she gives him a massage. So mainly what they talk about like family. You know, Jalen says that he was raised by a single mother. He said he's basically getting raised by women. He kind of gives me that. And then Alondria, they both she says that she was also raised by a single mother. Then they talk about kids, and she says she does want kids one day, which I can definitely see Alondra being an amazing mama. I can definitely see her being a mother. And she says the max she wants is 4, the minimal is 2. Understandable, because I want 3 or 10. No, 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 I don't want 10 kids. I'll get 3 because I don't know if I'm gonna find a man that's gonna want 10 kids anyway. But anyway, we're back to the villa, and the trio, the 3 stooges are talking. Taylor, Ace, and Nick. And Ace is basically, again, what I'm talking about. Why is Ace Ace is telling Taylor that he needs to work hard to get a Landry? Like, why is a 22-year-old, because I think Taylor's 25, why is a 22-year-old telling you what you need to do to court a woman? Why is a 22-year-old telling you what you need to do to make a woman, to get a woman back or make a woman happy? Why is a 22-year-old telling you this, Taylor? Why is he telling you this? I don't understand this, sweetheart. And then, oh yeah, and then Taylor talking about something like, what am I supposed to do? I ain't got no words. I really don't. Like, Taylor doesn't cease to disappoint me every fucking episode. And then we have Huda and Amaya talking. And Huda says that she has been love bombed before and everything. And it's like, honey, if you've been there before, like, why would you allow yourself to do it and get love bombed again? You know? And she said she's mad that Jeremiah didn't check on her last night after the recoupling, and after, because she was crying, like literally that bitch eyes was bright ass red. Okay, so yeah, so then she says that he wants to talk about how he wants to be dominant and all this kind of stuff. She says that's why I have to be dominant. I gotta take the lead because you're a bitch. And then she calls him selfish. I was like, mind you, another moment in this episode when she called him a bitch. Then she says that she has put him first and it will take a miracle to win her back. No, it's not. That he can literally come to you crawling on his knees, on them ashy ass knees, and say, Huda, I wanna make this work. And if he says he loves her, oh, best believe, bitch, she gonna crawl back. She gonna go back to that man. Like, bitch, you can miss me with all this shit, because honey, if he has to take all this stuff to win you back, like, why the fuck do you keep crying and worried about what he's doing? Not getting it. So then we jump back to the boat date. We get Iris and Jeremiah talking, which I noticed, and I said they're really vibing, because I really didn't see it, because it just seems like, because Iris said how she got the ick from him, and it just didn't seem like Jeremiah's open to talking to nobody because of what just happened. But then he says, he's slowly starting to come out of out of his shell and everything like that. He just needed to get over last night. She says, oh, I didn't get down everything they talked about, but she says something in this conversation was very funny, that she said this to Jeremiah. She says that dating in LA is crazy, which I think dating everywhere is crazy, because it's crazy to date in North Carolina. But she says dating in LA is crazy. Guys will go on 3 dates and think they're married. Funny how she said that to Jeremiah, because he literally acted like him and Huda were husband and wife. Well, mainly Huda, but he was feeding into it, so so he ain't off the hook. So I just said it's funny that she said that Jeremiah, because he's sitting there like, yeah, that can't happen. Like, you're one of the ones, bruh. And then what happened? Then like I said, in this one he said that he's slowly starting to come out of his shell and actually explore people. Then I noticed that they get up, they walk away, they hug, and they hold hands. I was like, damn, the hugging, the hand holding, to the smiling. Yeah, Jeremiah really needed to get away from her. He really did need to get away from her, because I think I like seeing him explore other women, because it's like, dude, you're on Love Island. This is what you need to do. You're in Fiji, of all places. Okay, come on. So then we jump back over to the villa, and then oh god, Austin pulls Shelly for a talk, y'all. Right? I'm so annoyed talking about this Austin and Shelly shit too. This is why we need another recoupling, which we're getting one apparently tomorrow. Shelly needs to stop being coupled up with Austin, so we can stop hearing Austin complain. I'm sick of Austin complaining every fucking episode. Now, do I understand him being annoyed and frustrated? Yes, but hear him talking about it, then putting in every goddamn episode this Austin talking about I really don't want to be in this triangle, I feel like you need to make a decision. He's been saying that since episode 2 or 3, bitch. He's been saying that ever since Shelly and Austin, Shelly and Ace couldn't get coupled up. That's literally what he's been saying. And I'm just so sick of talking about it, but I got to. Okay, so then Shelly says she couldn't tell if Austin was upset with her. And again, Austin says, he just doesn't want to be in a triangle. Is it really a triangle at this point? Because it seems like Shelly, she wants to be with Ace. Shelly wants to be with Ace. And she don't want no Austin. I think Shelly doesn't want to hurt Austin's feelings, and I think there's something about Austin that she does like, but the person that she really wants to explore and be in a couple with, because she's been trying to since episode 1, is Ace, and it's very clear. It's clear as day. And then Shelly says that, if you can just be natural with me and we can do all this, I'm down with that. And Austin said he wants to pull away, but it's hard because how much he respects and likes Shelly. Yeah. That happened. So then we have Nick and Huda, Nick and Huda talk. Again, I thought Huda was gonna go off on Nick in this situation too, and she didn't. It's like, girl, like, I kept thinking you was gonna run amok on the people that voted for you. You was giving them a pass and giving Jeremiah all the heat. But Nick says, that his decision to send her to vote for her was a hard decision because he liked everybody, but it was not personal. And Huda said that she's not mad about the vote, but she just wants to understand. Then Nick says that he just did not like the way the route Jeremiah was taking. He was taking the easy route by staying with Huda, basically. I guess I can agree with him on that. And then Huda, and then they talk about some other shit that I didn't care about, and it ended with Huda saying she's the most understanding person that you'll meet. Okay. Anyways, we jump over to Ace and Shelly talking. I didn't really catch what they said because, again, I'm over these Ace and Shelly talks because I don't take Ace serious. I just noticed down that Ace is like staring, like, I don't know if he was intentionally staring at Austin or he was staring at something else. Then Shelly says, "What?" Then he goes and kisses her on the cheek. Austin sees it and instantly is mad. What happened to them boundaries, Ace? What happened to him? And again, and that's why I don't believe the only reason why he's doing this is because Iris is not there. Because when Iris got back from that date, and we'll jump into it. When Iris got back from that date, I didn't see Ace going up talking to Shelly not one damn time. Not one damn time. I hope Shelly, this should prove to you that the only reason why he does this is when the people he wants to explore are not around. Because he knows that he has you in his back pocket if he decides that he wants to come and have a little fun, little cutesy date with you. I don't believe it. But anyway, so we back from the boat day, y'all. And I think this part of the episode where it got crazy. They're back from the boat day. Everybody is happy and everything like that. Huda saying, "I don't care." She says, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck." Girl, if you gotta keep saying that, you give a fuck. Shut up. So then everybody, like I said, everybody is going hugging everybody, and then Huda is just sitting on a beach chair alone, with glasses on, looking mad and everything. Then Taylor and Alondra, they hug and then they kiss. Alondra, please don't fall back in this trap. Because if Alondra stays, that means Taylor is going to try to make it all the way to the final. I don't want to see a whole season with Taylor. I don't want that. Please, I don't want that. Then Jeremiah notices that Huda is mad. Duh. So yeah, so they go off in their separate groups. So it's the guys, the girls, and then the bombshells, Jalen, Iris, and Pepe. I don't know if producers told them to do that. I don't know why the girls couldn't just go, all the girls be together and all the guys be together. Why are they separate unless they strategically planned this because they knew what was about to go down? I don't know. I'm not trying to say it's scripted, but I don't know. But so they're talking about the date, and then they're just basically saying what's going down. All of a sudden, Huda says she's just looking around. She's telling some, I have to go to the bathroom. She didn't go to the bathroom. Bitch, what happened to you having to go to the bathroom? I thought you had to pee. Liar. You know what I'm saying? So she says she has to use the bathroom. So they go over and Jeremiah's talking to the guys. Jeremiah, they asked him about, how was his day with Iris? Where do you stand with Huda? He said, "Oh, Huda is cooked." Saying that while Huda is walking right past them. Okay. And then mind you, Huda didn't go to the bathroom. She literally walked over there because they're by the area where the stairs are. So she just sat on the stairs trying to hear what they're saying. So then Jeremiah says that Jeremiah is now saying he wants Huda to go home because he doesn't appreciate, her calling him out his name and doing all this other stuff. And yeah, he just didn't appreciate that. Crazy. Now Huda, now he wants you to go home. You put your trust in a nigga, stupid hoe. How you figure he won't fuck your best friend and your sister, a lie to ya, and then screw ya? Bitch, you put your trust in this nigga, and now he's saying he wants you to go home. Okay. But anyways, so wait, hold up. I think I lost where I was at. Oh yeah, Huda's listening on the stairs. Then Nick decides to open up his mouth. He says, because Jeremiah, they're asking, why she really upset, and they said he tells them that Jeremiah tells them that she's mad because after the recoupling, her crying, he didn't check up on her. Now, I will agree that you should have checked up on her. Like the fact that you just let her just sit there and cry and everything, like you should at least did something, bro. But then I can understand him like he was in shock too. He was upset as well. But I understand that. But like you at least could have done something because you know how she is, Jeremiah. So then Nick says that he should have went up. He should have been there for her. Funny how you saying that, Nick. And says that he lost a little respect for him not checking up on her. I would appreciate this if it came from somebody else. I would appreciate this if it came from damn, none of them. They're all terrible. Okay, it could have came from either Jalen or Pepe because they're still new. Because Taylor has no reason saying this to Jeremiah. Ace for damn show. Austin, okay, maybe Austin and Nick. It's funny that's coming from you because you literally or a whore. Okay, so yeah, so that's my point. But yeah, but I so in this situation, I would say right message, wrong messenger. Okay, so then Nick says that he doesn't understand now why Jeremiah wants to drop Huda. Now this is where I know people said, "Oh my God, Nick Ace, they were really saying the truth." What the fuck were you talking about? Because they literally were mad. And I'm not trying to defend Jeremiah, but I'm going to defend him in this moment. They literally were mad that Jeremiah and Huda was so closed off, and Jeremiah was not open to exploring nobody else. Now that he's about to do this, because he does say that he's willing to open to explore Iris because he really liked their date. Now they're saying that he shouldn't do that, and he's mad. And Jeremiah he says, you guys were telling me to explore and not to be closed off. I was looking like the bad guy because I was doing that. Now I'm trying to explore that, and your guys are saying I'm looking like a bad guy because I don't give a fuck about Huda. Like for real, like what the fuck? It's like y'all can't be happy at all because I'm all for him going off and exploring other people and not just closing them off just to focus on one person. Like that's what was my issue with that. I don't understand what Ace. Well, it was mainly Nick. I don't know if Ace was talking about, but Nick was the one doing all the talking. And I honestly and truthfully don't believe that Nick feels this out the kindness of his heart. I think he's only saying that because Ace has put this in his head for the last couple of days, and it's just embedded in that shit. I don't believe that Nick really cares that Jeremiah is technically wants to drop Huda and go and explore. I don't think he cares about that at all because Nick, isn't that the same shit you try to do? Yeah. So then, in the midst of this, because Huda gets closer, right? And she's hearing her face is like, and then after Jeremiah said he wants to go and explore, Huda comes out and she says, you know what? Then go explore then. And then she flicks him off. She walks back over to the girls and she calls him a bitch. Again, calls him a bitch. She says that he wants to drop her and be with Iris. She calls him a bitch, but this time she screams it where the whole damn villa could hear her. Then she goes and says, you're a bitch. You're a pussy ass bitch. And cries again. She cried. She called him a bitch. She cried, called him a pussy ass bitch. This where I'm like, we finally got the crash out. We finally got the crash out, but Huda, bitch, you need some help. It didn't call for all that. So then, so she's over there with the girls, and mind you, Iris, Jalen, and Pepe, they still sitting up there, and they see everything going down. And then all of a sudden, Huda's like, because Huda's over there about to have a fucking panic attack, right? So then she says, no, I want to go talk to Iris. Like, I need to know, I need to talk to Iris what's going on. Like, girl, why you got to go talk to Iris? Why you got to go talk to Iris? But anyway, so then she goes upstairs and says, Iris, can we get pulled for a chat? She says yes. Then she tells Jalen and Pepe, she said, can you guys go downstairs so I can talk to Iris alone? And the way they got up, like, if I was me, I would have stayed my ass in right there. Like, because first of all, you came up there talking about, can we talk? Why didn't you just take Iris and just go back downstairs somewhere? You didn't have to be up there. You didn't have to be up there. You didn't have to. But then, so she's talking to Iris. Oh, and then Jalen and Pepe said, "Oh, do we need to stay close in case something happens?" Like, what was Huda gonna do? You think they were gonna fight up there? Well, they probably could have, but it's like, girl, for you to fight Iris would have been stupid. Like, there's no reason for you to fight Iris if that's what they think was gonna happen. But I'm glad they were being men, saying like, maybe we should stay unless it gets out of hand. That's a real man, okay, real man. So then, Iris, Huda and Iris are talking to Soul Ties. She wants Iris to tell her about the date. And then Iris said, we just talked, he said he's like open to explore. She started the waterworks again. And then, mind you, the other girls, because Jalen and Pepe went and told the girls what was going on, they just wanted them to go upstairs just to make sure everything was okay. And then Huda asks, well, did he talk about me on the date? Like, girl, why does he have to talk about you when he's on a date with another woman? Dumbass bitch. So then Iris says, no, he didn't talk about you. She says the date, and then she said, well, what did you guys do on the date? She said, oh, we were just sitting at the beach. And Huda said, that was my dream date. Love Island, y'all messy. Y'all done took Jeremiah and Iris on Huda's dream date. Like, y'all is fucking crazy. Y'all fucking crazy, y'all. And after she says that, she cries again. Huda has cried 95% of the 95% of the episode. Huda has cried like, bitch, I know you didn't get a headache or something, because I can't cry. I can't keep crying, constantly crying back to back like that. I start getting headaches. That's why I don't like crying at all, because I get bad headaches when I cry too much, especially the way Huda was crying. Like, this bitch, them eyes was bloodshot red. Like, girl. And then, so they jump down to the guys, because they about Huda crashing out and all that kind of shit. When she flicked him off, called him a bitch and all this other kind of shit. Ace says, I'm not saying I was trying to save you, but I knew this kind of shit was gonna happen because you set the bar so high for her. Y'all got so close so fast, and now this shit is happening. I'm happy it's happening, Ace, but he's not wrong. Ace ain't wrong, y'all. So then, all that, oh yeah, because Huda, she's still crying, having fucking panic attacks. Girl, cry me a river. Girl, get the fuck out of here. We get to the last scene of the night. So we get the night scene. And we get the makeup room scene. It's Huda in the laundry. Then they're talking. All of a sudden, Huda says that Iris moves weird to her. She says, "Oh, she's not a girl." She's telling some, "Oh, I'm just a girl's girl." Like, bitch, no, you're not. Huda, bitch, you're not a girl's girl. Like, everything she's saying about Iris, she said the same shit about Amaya. She literally said the same shit about Amaya. Now you two are like besties because y'all like are emotional as fuck together. I don't know, but Huda, girl, you is so fucking weird. Like, girl, you're very insecure. Like, you keep saying how you don't give a fuck. This, and that, bitch. You are clearly bothered. You are clearly bothered, you stupid ass bitch. You are clearly bothered, bitch. Like, girl. So then they're getting ready. Jeremiah is in the bathroom with the guys, and he said, the thing that really hurt me was how you guys turned on me. So it didn't hurt you that you got taken away from Huda? Interesting. So then the girls, they do their walk down where they get ready. And I said, Huda put on the sluttiest outfit she can find. And she wanted to make sure she was the first person down the stairs so Jeremiah could see her. And I think it did catch his attention. And then they're just, doing their nighttime scene. And Jeremiah, pulls Huda in for a chat. And then, like, she's like being so nonchalant. She's like, yeah, we can go for a chat. Yeah, we can go. Then, so they're walking. They go to the speakeasy. He immediately apologized. He said, I'm sorry that I didn't check up on you. I was in a weird spot because of everything that just happened, and I really didn't know what to do. She says, you play victim so much. You are so selfish. She called him selfish. I don't think Jeremiah plays victim. I don't think Jeremiah plays the victim at all. Hood, if anything, you're the one playing victim. You are. Then she says how he doesn't care about her. Like, I feel like, well, I think now, like, Huda is really showing her ass. Like, the liking he had, the loving he had for her has gone down to liking. But I still believe that Jeremiah still cares about Huda. He likes that toxic ass shit. He likes it, and you can't tell me otherwise. Then like they're trying to talk, and he's trying to explain something, and she's cutting him off. Like, she's doing the Amaya, like she's starting to cut him off. He says, no. You're not gonna sit here and go off on 30 minutes and not let me talk. It's always like that. It was always like that, Jeremiah. Why the fuck do you stay in it? I can't be in a relationship where we can't communicate, where one of us is talking over each other. Like, I understand you're gonna have some fights, but at least have some respect to let me finish what I gotta say before you say you jump and you cut me off. Because if you cut me off, that's gonna piss me off, and it's gonna make me get even mad. Why you stay? Why you stay, bro? Get the fuck out of it, bruh. Oh my god. So yeah, he says that. Then she wants to talk about, she said, even when I was so close to leaving, I still went and checked on Charlie and I checked on Taylor and all that kind of stuff. And you didn't check on me. You should have been there for me. Should he have checked on you? Yes, but honey, stop being so dramatic. Then he ends up saying, because you can tell that this conversation, it probably went on for so long and they had to cut some stuff. He says that he has nothing left to give. She says, I cried myself to sleep and you was in bed with another woman. Like, girl, that's not his choice. Like, girl, like, no one's, first of all, bitch, no one told you to cry yourself to sleep. No one told you that. No one told you to cry yourself to sleep, and you act like Jeremiah has a choice. Like, he had no choice but to sleep in the bed with Iris, but it's like you literally saw that. Like, they weren't cuddling, they were just sleeping in the same bed. Like, you are so weird, bitch. Talking about some, I cried myself to sleep while you slept in the bed with another woman. Girl, calm the fuck down. Then she tells him that he has to stand up for himself, which I agree with you, because he has to, because the way he was letting Ace punk him in the beginning of the season. Well, at least he's speaking up a little bit now, but he still was kind of like getting sunned a little bit. Then she says, she blames him first. She says, you're the reason all of this happened. How is he the reason everything happened? Like, honey, he's not the one that voted to be with Iris. You act like the guy's picked and he's picked to be coupled up with Iris. We did that, honey. Yell at us, okay? Don't yell at him, because he's not the reason all this shit happened. Like, you're the reason, because you going around want to call him a bitch and you want to go around and scream and cry and all this other kind of shit. Like, he's not the reason this shit happened. You are. You're the problem. You are the problem. Then she says she blames everything that happened, and she says, I don't want shit to do with you anymore. Girl, you're not done with that man. If you are still going to be in this villa, you are not done with him. You're not done with him. Yeah, and then the episode ends off so dramatically. It ended like I said, I'm not watching a telenovela. It just ended so dramatic. And the music that they was like this whole entire episode, except for on the date, the whole entire episode was nothing but sad music. It was like 3 or 4 sad damn songs, and that's how the episode ended. Then we didn't really get much. They just said tomorrow night, they said a recoupling is brewing. So I don't know if it's happening tomorrow or Thursday night's episode, but I'm so ready, y'all. But yeah, y'all, Love Island is doing its shit. Thank us for making this shit happen, okay? It's really doing this shit. But Huda, sweetheart, bitch, you was crazy. You was weird. You was cracked. Like, it's entertaining to watch, but honey, but I'm actually kind of concerned, because honey, you acting like this after knowing this man for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Don't make sense, sweetheart. But before I get up out of here, y'all, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Let's go ahead and keep thumbs up the video, keep showing engagement to the video. Let's go ahead and do that. Again, I'm going to be here all season long, but I will see you guys tomorrow night for episode 14. I will see you guys then. Bye.